Time to spice up your life.
Yes, indeed, John. Here's the question. When is the last time you cleared out your spice rack, or do you even need to do that? Do you know whether they go bad? Some people say, oh, you can't keep that too long. It's going to make you sick, or the food will taste yucky. Is it true? Well, that's why we've got Carol Hurst here from the Old Town Spice Shop in St. Charles to talk about it. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. What is the general rule for whatever's in your spice rack? The general rule.
The general rule is, first of all, it's all good.
Uh-huh.
That is the biggest thing. Spices, if they've been in your cabinet even for 5 years, are not going to make you sick if you use it. It's just they're less flavorful and less powerful.
As long as they are sealed and
right.
good seals.
And so here's one of the good things. They don't go bad.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing I can tell you is use the smell test. Mm-hmm. That's the first of all. So let your body, your gut tell you.
So the more fragrant something is,
right, the more powerful it is. When you open up chives, it should smell like chives and they should look like chives. If they're all like sun bleached out or don't smell like chives anymore, you probably don't want to use them. You could, but they're not. You
won't get the same flavor.
You won't get the effect the reason of why you're using
Is there
them.
something that has that we can look in our, like cinnamon or garlic powder, indefinite shelf life no matter what? Is there anything like that?
No, I would say generally, and again, it's all still good, but things like whole spices, they say 4 years. So that'll be like cinnamon sticks, whole cloves, whole seeds, things like that. So when you think about it, it hasn't been ground up yet. It's in its whole form. 4 years. That's a long time.
And then we're going to the ground stuff.
We go into the ground, so that could be ground cinnamon, garlic, things like that. We've got 2 years, so still a good amount of time in your cabinet.
I think I have some parsley in my pantry that's been there a long time. Well over a year.
Yeah, so herbs, when you think of all these lightweight little plant kinds of things, 1 year. And again, that's not going to make you sick or anything, but you want to store them in a cool, dry cabinet. And the hard part is everybody wants to put everything right next to the stove, and that's usually where it's the hottest.
Oh,
in your
yeah,
house.
good point.
So if possible, you want to store them in your pantry. You kind of want to store them away from the stove because heat is going to bring out the oils more and make it dissipate more.
When I can, I always like to cook with fresh, but now it's like, okay, I need a few sprigs of basil, then what do I do with the rest?
Right, so if you have a bounty of plants in your backyard, you'll just want to snip off whatever leaves that you want. Here's a great idea for storing them long term. You'll cut it up in an ice cube tray, and then you'll pour olive oil over it. And then you put it in the freezer. These little cubes.
That oil freezes?
Yes, the oil will freeze pretty solid. You can pop them out and put them into a Ziploc bag. Keep them in your freezer. Mark basil on the outside of it. You're making spaghetti sauce. Toss one of those cubes in there.
You already have the oil and the herbs.
You're going to make a great frittata for breakfast, an omelet. Take a cube out, melt it down, and fry with it.
Does freezing it take away from the taste, like just letting it hang around? Or
no, long as it's covered up, something like this. And if you've got it fresh and you're going to use it pretty soon, take a damp paper towel, wrap it up, and put it in a Ziploc bag in the fridge. So that's for more immediate use. You're just like flowers when you think about it.
I cannot tell you how many fresh spices and herbs I've thrown away. And I know you have a big class coming up for those who want to take it even farther.
Yes, we have got a bunch of culinary classes going on now. You can check out in the store or online. We've got one August 27th that will deal with these kinds of things and a lot more, like what do you use? When do you use it? I mean, there's always books like this out that can help you get by with things, but this will go in depth and you can ask all kinds of questions.
I love it. So if you have somebody you have in your family might be a foodie looking for a gift idea, might be a good idea.
A girls' night out, you want something to do, get your girlfriends together.
Is there wine involved?
Sure. Yeah, we can make that
happen.
There
will be wine involved. Okay.
If you love the grape like Mama loved the grape.
There you go. Mama loves a grape. You know that. So there you go. If you want to learn more about spices, shelf life, things like that, some great information here. But there is more on the classes and all kinds of other things they have to offer there on her website, which of course we have a link on our website at fox2now.com. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
She spiced things up, didn't she, John?
She certainly did, Randy.